Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have just hit 600 subs. Thank you guys so much for that. That is just as much my accomplishment as your guys's. We're building a pretty awesome community. So in today's video, I know we are doing back-to-back Town Hall 13 strategy videos, but I'm new to Town Hall 13, or new again to Town Hall 13, and I know you guys have been requesting these videos. So in this video today, we will be doing, it's a variation of what I did on my main account, but at Town Hall 13 for last Legends season. So it's like a hero dive super hog attack. I've also thrown in some sneaky goblins, and it works pretty well. I've 3-starred it, and it works 3-starring in CWL as well. And it's more of a spammy version of a queen walk, obviously, because we don't need to worry about keeping our queen alive. So I'd say it takes a little bit less skill, but there's still quite a bit of fun involved because, of course, you are using those super hog riders. So let me go in and find the first Town Hall 13 base, and I'll show you how it works. All right, guys, here is the first Town Hall 13 base I could find, and let me walk you through how you're supposed to execute this. So basically, the first strategy or first step of this strategy is to do the Sui portion. The Sui portion is the hero dive, and basically what we're doing is making sure our heroes get good value. So what are we looking for in value? We're looking for either the Town Hall, we're looking for scatter shots, Eagle artillery. So for this one, for example, we're going to use the Yetis to clear out each side, along with some sneaky goblins to make sure they do go into the base here. And then after that, we will throw in our Sui portion. So that will be our 2 heroes and our king and our queen, along with that ice golem, and we're going to place the siege machine right behind it. As you can see, we're breaking into the base here, and our goal is this ice golem will freeze stuff up. And we're not going to execute a lot of spells with these guys. We're going to place 1 entry rage on top of our siege machine. When it does end up breaking, we are going to use it is Yetis inside of these bad boys, and the rest is our queen. Now we are going to start the hog rider portion of this, and all the rest of the spells are invested in these bad boys. So we're going to place down our warden, our hogs, and we will use heal spells and rage spells. Obviously, when the eagle artillery is shooting down on it, we will use the spells for that right there. And rest of the way, guys, we're just healing, we're raging. A lot of the spells are invested in these bad boys. We are going to just keep freezing the Town Hall, and we're going to use our warden ability here once we attack and go over this Town Hall. So the Town Hall is down, so we are going to use the warden ability right there. Once the warden ability does go away, we will use that final freeze spell. We're going to freeze that scatter shot, and as you can see, our Sui portion got out a decent amount of the base, and that allows the rest of our hogs. We can use so many spells on those hog riders, and that's the variation between using the hog riders versus the queen walk that I showed yesterday. Is you have to use so many spells to keep your queen alive. This time, you don't care. Your queen is able to die. She just needs to get one of those core defenses, maybe even a corner of that base like I just did. You're going to do that by getting using the log launcher into the base. And as the hog riders die, they'll pop off into the rider portion and also the hog portion. As you can see, they're all running around here. And again, guys, as I was noting yesterday, my heroes are not max, and that would make the Sui portion even better. All right, guys, here is the next base. And again, what we're looking for is those scatter shots. We're looking for the eagle artilleries. And we basically need to decide which side we're going to attack from. I think we're going to end up attacking from this top side, so our queen can and our heroes can take out both those enemy heroes, and maybe 1 or 2 of those scatter shots. Another important thing to note is we don't need to use these sneaky goblins. We could also change those out for super wall breakers to help with that early entry, because that can be kind of squirrely. So we're going to place down these bad boys. We are going to place down the king, and then we need them to go into the base here if possible. So I'm hoping they kind of reroute themselves right here. We're going to place down the queen, once we know she's going to go into the base right here. And okay, now again, we are going to just hold off on using this first rage spell, and we're going to place it down now as it pops, and all these things are going into the base. As we can see, we can now throw down our Hog Riders on this side with our Warden and our baby dragons, and we're going to heal right here through this bad boy, and we can just keep using these heal spells to our advantage. We are going to rage these bad boys. We are going to freeze once again. We're going to heal again, and then freeze. As we can see, we're just using all of our spells in here. And normally I'd be like, you're using way too many spells here, Jacob. But look, the entire base is now gone. And yeah, we should be good for the back end of this base. We don't have any more heals left over. We do have quite a bit of hogs left up. I think pretty much all of the hogs. And they're very powerful, so they should be able to get through the back end of the space. We have one sneaky goblin to clean up this backside. We do have these balloons as well that we're going to send in. And as we can see, the Royal Champion is still making her way through the base here. We will use our ability right here in a second. And yeah, it's looking good. So we're going to use this ability right now. Take out the majority of these. We are going to end up throwing down a poison and these headhunters on the outside. We're going to save one headhunter just to clean up. Alright, we are going to throw down that headhunter at the top side just to make sure we don't time fail here. Guys, this was a fairly max Town Hall 13 and not max heroes at all, and we again did the job. This one was definitely not as pretty as our Queen and King did not get great value, but again, it was a 3-star against a Town Hall 13, which isn't the easiest thing in the world. Or am I preemptively saying this? I believe this is a 3-star. As long as you have your Royal Champion up, it normally is a 3-star. But it looks like we actually have some buildings up in this bottom quadrant. We're going to say this is a 3-star. Should I just cut off and not show you guys if it is? Take some bets right now, is it? If this bad boy could get in there, it would be. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh my gosh, guys, 98%. But yeah, it still showed off the power of that attack. Quite a bit of loot there. And let's do one more attack. Alright guys, here is the next base. And on a base like this, I typically like to attack from the opposite side. And I'll show you what that looks like here. Another thing I would like to point out is if we can keep our king and queen alive for longer, the better. And how are we going to do that? By negating some of that damage by throwing down our hogs and our warden just a little bit sooner. So we're going to try to do a better job about that on this raid. But again, let's just start with these sneaky goblins to make sure we know where our bad boys are going to go. Then let's continue the funnel right here. We're going to throw down this bad boy just a little bit sooner, and hopefully we go into the base here. I think we should. There's really no other option. Yep. All right, we are going to throw down the queen, and we're also going to throw down a early headhunter right here. And now that we kind of see which way our queen is walking, oh, we thought we threw down our queen. We are going to throw her down. Now, I really want her to walk into the base. Doesn't look like she is, so we are going to, like I was saying, start our hog riders just a little bit sooner here. And we are going to still rage up these bad boys in the court. Then we are going to use heals and freezes across here. So we're going to freeze those two infernos. And as you can see, we're keeping the queen alive, which is going to be crucial for us. So then, as we can see, we're going to just keep healing up these bad boys. And we still haven't activated the town hall, which is a benefit to us. Now the town hall is active, so we will keep freezing it. And we do have a rage. So we have one more freeze. We're going to freeze up these bad boys right here. We are going to rage. We're kind of avoiding the town hall, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'm going to use the ability right now, just because we have the warden, or not the warden, but the RC locked onto it. So the RC should be able to take it out. And if not, we're going to use the ability just to ensure she does. And that actually worked out perfectly, as all of our hoggers did not take unnecessary damage. We do have the scatter shot on the back end, which is going to do quite a bit of damage. But basically, you have to remember, these super hogs have basically 3 lives. So look, once these guys die, look, they don't die. They just pop up into these hog riders. And as we see, the normal hogs are running around. And yeah, that base was a lot better. And the reason for that is we basically started our attack in front of the queen. Whichever way our queen decided to walk, we were going to place down our troops. So even if she walked into the space like she was supposed to, if she was walking to the left side, we would have thrown down our hogs on that side and then done the inverse if she walked on the other side. That way, if we can keep our queen alive, we can basically spread out the DPS and do more damage throughout. So yep, that is another 3-star. Alright guys, I don't normally do this, but this is not my attack, but it is the exact same strategy with a couple additional troops. This is also an additional Town Hall 13, an individual in my clan who had a great attack using this strategy. There's a couple core differences that you'll see. And this is what you could do if the town hall is centralized. I would always bring a blimp, and we'll show that throughout the base. And also, he has a mini warden, which you can use in the Sui portion of the raid. All right, so we are going to, as we can see, he is starting just as the same way as we normally do. You know, he's creating a funnel. He doesn't have the sneaky goblins. I use the sneaky goblins funnel. He uses baby dragons. It's pretty much the same thing, to each their own. As we can see, the yetis are funneling out the side, and then he's starting the Sui portion. So he's throwing in the ice golem, the mini warden, and the king and the queen. Unfortunately, the mini warden went down very early there, so actually he doesn't really get any benefit from it. But as you can see, his only goal here with the king and queen is to take out this scatter shot, this sweeper, and that expo. After that, guys, he's gonna start the rest of the raid from this bottom side, I believe. If I remember, I watched this last night. So he's kind of just letting the Sui portion go through. He's pulled the clan castle now, so that's pretty much all he needs to do. The queen actually gets more value in taking out that inferno at the top, and now he has 1 minute and 40 seconds left. So he does spawn all of his hog riders. I would recommend not stacking all your hog riders directly on top of each other. As you can see, they're all going to take extremely heavy damage from this eagle fire. Then after this, as you can see, he's basically doing a 2-pronged attack. He's now throwing it. He's using his warden ability as he throws in the blimp, and that allows the blimp to be able to soar through the rest of the base and take out the town hall. That means he can do the rest of his attack just like we did. But look, the town hall is going to go down without him having to even worry about it. So we can speed up the rest of the attack because, guys, you know, he has higher heroes. So this attack is a lot easier. This was a Town Hall 14. He is a Town Hall 13 player. So it makes it even more impressive and shows that you can have flexibility with this attack strategy as well. Great job, Solomon Stone. Perfect, guys. All right, perfect, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you again for 600 subs. You guys are incredible. I hope you have, if you're a Town Hall 13, have learned a little bit. And if you're not Town Hall 13, maybe you've learned a strategy that you want to try to make work at your Town Hall level. Because I'm pretty sure this could work at all the way from Town Hall 10 and below, as long as you have access to the correct siege. And as you can see, you can kind of mix and max your siege as we watched in that previous CWL attack. You'll do just fine. So again, I have been Jacob's Clash. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day. Goodbye.